Hey, I put pictures on my walls. Look at that. Those are my kids, some of them. You can't really see that one because there's kids over there. Hey, look at who I've got here with me.
Hey, my live video.
He's a live video. He's not really a live video. He's a person.
I'm just kidding. I
he's my
know.
little
A live
Desmond.
video is going on now. I know. I saw
And Desmond
it.
got up early, and we were looking at the full moon. The full moon was out, and we're waiting for the sun to rise.
And then, hey, I'm just watching Storybots.
But he was watching about the moon and the phases of the moon. Did you learn anything?
Oh,
What do
I
you-
also watched something about the black hole. Does your
Oops, wait a
ask if your live video wants to watch it?
minute. If they want to watch a black hole?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I got more pictures to put up. See, lots of pictures. All these pictures.
Grandma.
Yes, darling.
Grandma, come on. Let's do this. Come on.
What are we doing?
Let's, oh, right. TV stuff.
You want to watch TV, or now you're really intrigued because there's a live video on
Yeah.
and you could do something with it, but you're not sure what to do
I
yet.
can't find the clicker anymore.
Oh, I see. Were you going to look at the one about the
Black hole?
you were watching something about a black hole?
Uh-huh.
Huh. Should we show them the fire?
No.
It's a lot of cold air coming in here. We have snow. Let there be snow. Good morning. Good morning. So we've been waiting for the sun to rise. So the sun is going to rise over there. Used to rise over there. But now it rises all the way over there. And we're going to check and see if we can still see the moon. Look at that. I cleaned under the piano. Can you tell? Oh, look. Want to see the other pictures I put up? So I put these up. There's my little Daniel. He was flying an airplane. And there's Lida. She's blowing bubbles. Oh, no, hanging up CDs. And that's what it used to look like here. Do you remember when it used to look like that? That's the plateau teepee. That's the valley. That was the greenhouse. This was the chicken coop. The trampoline. We had a red car. This was a little shelter I made out of birch bark. And that was the back of the basketball thing. Look at this tree has since fallen down. But see now, this was the woodshed. Now instead of a woodshed, we have a whole room that extends 14 feet out, which is now the family room. That room. And that window is now gone. That was there. Willem didn't want it there because it would get cold on his piano. And also the house used to end like that. And now it goes all the way over and down. So we have, instead of having a cathedral ceiling, do you remember the cathedral ceiling? It was up this way. That's right, that way. And now it's a regular ceiling. Never get Augusta Hunter fans. They don't work. Anyway, let's see what else is here. And back there, that was the sunroom. It had these really big windows. But they were so cold you couldn't heat it in there at all. So I put smaller windows. That was the veranda of the greenhouse. But see now, on the other side of the sunroom, all the way out there is where the deck comes. And so it comes all the way here and all the way across here. Now those trees, were the trees there? No, we just had that tree taken down. It's on Shady Deck. I don't see any of these 3 trees here. We now have 3 big trees there. And all this area is deck, and the deck comes all the way around like that. Comes about to here. Goes across and back. I'll show you. Isn't that fun to see? This is my little tour because I have no idea what to tell you about, so this is what I'm telling you about. So, the greenhouse used to be there, and then the veranda, I guess the veranda of, okay, let's start here. So here was the edge of the house, okay? And then it was the woodshed. So the door was over there. This was the door to the backyard right here. Right here. So you went in the woodshed and you went about 8 feet. Stuff to go. 1, 2. I had this whole place perfectly clean. And then Scarlett came over and I said, look how clean the house is. And then she didn't say anything. And I looked around and I thought, wait a minute, it's not clean. Anyway, let's count from this corner here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is the end of the woodshed. So this right here is where we would enter outside. I had rose bushes that were right here and rose bushes that were right there. And if you went that way, the veranda. Good morning, Leanne. I haven't seen you forever. Oh my gosh. So I was just telling about the way it used to look here. So this was the edge of the woodshed. And then it went out there and there was the veranda and then a huge greenhouse. But now instead of all that, we have deck. Lots of deck. And I have a dirty window here. I think I'm going to have to clean the windows. So the sun is going to rise. Oh, good morning, Dawn. So I have all these mums, and they're supposed to be perennial. They look pretty crisp here. I don't know what to do about that. Should I cut it all off and start over? This part is still alive. Anyway, the whole thing's perennial, so it'll come back. So the full moon was setting right there. Oh, there it is. Oh my. Can you see it? Let's see if you can see it. It is right there. It's really big. If I could go upstairs, I could show you. Anyway, so it's about to set. It doesn't have much room left. So how you guys been? Oh, love them anyway. Oh, good morning. Gosh, you guys. Nice to see everybody. Hey, there's the camper. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? Somebody gave it to me. I know. Can you believe that? I am so thrilled. It's just the coolest place ever. I should take you over there and show you. So I have a wire. Da-dum, 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 dum, dum, and it goes all the way over, and then behind it, and it plugs in. So there's this lovely bed, and then there's all this kitchen stuff that doesn't really work because I didn't add any water, and it's winter now. Duh. And over there there's a chair and a table, a nice little table in there, and you can sit in there, and this is the nicest little place. I have a heater, and I have lots of lights, and I have my scriptures. I can go over there and study the scriptures. And I have even got, oh, thank you, Dawn. Just love some mums. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I have a whole bathtub full of them. Look what I did over here. Now, this is that part where, like, the kitchen goes out farther, and then it comes over here. This is really, I can feel cold air. Whoa. Whoa. Cold, cold, cold. It's -11 or something outside. 4:10 in Northern California. You've been up a long time, Maria. Or you're up early. Hey, that's kind of cool. You got up for me. Maybe you're up already. So out here, see, I have this chair and this chair, and I have my walker, which now is, well, at least I can find it. Usually we push the snow off of the deck and it ends up down there, but I don't want to do that. I want to be able to walk in there because it's the nicest spot in the middle of all those trees. I think I have to close this. There, now you can't see. So out here, what was I going to tell you about out here? Oh, I was going to show you the trees over there. Okay, so my sister bought the property over there. So these are now my sister's trees. Oh, that's all hers. Goes way back down there, and it goes way, way over there. Good morning, Renee. Wow, nice to see you too. We got lots of representation here. We got people from... Oh, now my teeth are a problem. Would you like to know about my teeth? Look at my face. Look at this. My jaw sticks out. It doesn't stick out. It's that, hey, what did you just say? Hi, Leanne. So I have these teeth, which are, they need to be pulled, right? I've had everything else pulled, but these 8 teeth. And they're really short now because I grind my teeth when I sleep. I shouldn't have showed you that because, you know, that's awful. But, so I had a root canal in one, but it still turned black. And he put some stuff over it to make it look better. Hi, Susie Q. Wow. So we got Alabama and Iowa. Is that where you are, Leanne? Iowa or Illinois or Ohio? Anyway, one of them. And California and Oregon. Isn't that nice? You guys are everywhere. You guys used to be my best friends, you know. I could just come on here and talk to you and tell you anything, and there you were. Iowa, yeah. And you have that nice view. I haven't talked to you forever. I keep thinking I should video you, but I haven't. And who was that last one that came out? Shark. Hi, Shark. I used to know somebody whose name was it Shark or Sharp? It was back when I was a teenager. I gotta wash these windows. Anyway, so I don't know what to tell you about. What should I tell you about? Should I just sit down and relax? I'll just sit down and relax and we'll just talk. I'll turn on my little light here. I have this great view. If I turn my chair, I can see out that door, and then I can usually see out that one. Can you tell that our grandchildren live with us? Yep, and they do, and their family. It's really nice. Oh, thanks, Leanne. Yeah, it's getting long. It's getting very long. It's good, because I don't look good with short hair. I look old. I don't know if I still look old. I probably do. It's very strange. It's this whole getting old thing. I mean, I've heard about it, and I've experienced some of it, but once you look like you're a senior, it changes everything. It changes everything. The way people treat you, suddenly you're not as smart as you were. Or sometimes you need more help than you did before. I mean, they think you do. People are kinder to me sometimes. Young people are much kinder to me. And older people are kind too. Look at how old my face is looking. We can't look at ourselves, right? But that girl there, that's my favorite person. I mean, she doesn't look like my favorite person right now because I don't really recognize her. But you know, when I look in her eyes in the mirror, she knows me. She knows everything about me. She's a very interesting individual. I mean, it's nice to have her with me because she understands. Do you ever find that people just don't understand you? Kirsten Music and Live. Hello, Kirsten. My daughter is a singer, and so the other night she was practicing, and it was like having a little concert to be down here, and she was up there. She's got this deep blues kind of, she likes Tom Waits sort of music, and Fiona Apple, and she writes her own music, but it's really neat to hear that. Okay, so I've been sitting here when I sit here, and I've got this book on basketry. I have lots of books on basketry. What's that? It's what's inside your heart that counts. That's right. Yeah, well, right. The thing is, it's more than that. It's that your body changes, but you don't. It's very weird how that can happen. We all know, because you look in the mirror and you think, oh my gosh, I don't look like that. Because we all see ourselves in our prime. I think it's because we've been in our prime for billions of years. And then suddenly we come here to Earth and we go through these different stages and we get to our prime and we think, well, this is great, this is who I am. And then it starts to fade, but who we are doesn't change. And so that's who we have been for billions of years before we came to Earth, and who we will be after we leave. I know people, this is getting into my stuff. But so anyway, I was going to tell you, because I talk a lot. Sometimes I talk so much and I hear all this noise. I'm listening. There's a lot of things going on and I'm hearing all this noise. And then I'm realizing that's my voice. Just shut up, Nancy. It won't be so noisy here. But you know, a good idea for people that talk a lot is to make videos. You did, eh? You learned how to make soap and baskets for me. Have you changed your name? Simply Nikki. Did you used to be somebody else? You like my voice? Mindfulness exercises. Yes. You're all getting very sleepy. So, you know, nothing more painful than hitting yourself in the face by accident and knocking out your tooth. Oh, I guess. Yuck. You love when I talk. That's why you're here. I like that you talk a lot. You're very intelligent. I always learn something from you. It's nice to hear your feeling. Well, let's have a conversation then. Have I got a lot to talk about? My brother died. And, oh, so you've been around. I'm glad you learned how to make soap for me. Sometimes when I go to markets and I walk by and I see all these people with their soap stuff, local people or anywhere, and I think, you know, they might have learned from YouTube. They might have learned from me. I mean, there's a lot of people that do a lot fancier things than I ever did. But they might have, you know, who knows. Maybe when it was the first thing available on YouTube, but the way the algorithms work now, you don't see the stuff that you did a long time ago. You only see the most recent. What does it say now? Oh, thank you. Let me see. Nice to hear your feelings. Haha, not like that. More like you walk in the woods. Look around, there's a bunny. Is that what you mean about the music and live? No, I don't comment much. Oh, Nancy, I'm so sorry. Yes, since the first video of making soap in your old kitchen. I loved my old kitchen, and it's taken me until just this week for me to start to love my house. It was always somebody else's, you know. Somebody else planned it, and somebody else designed it, and it's exactly what they love. And I was sort of under strict orders not to wreck it. But anyway, I decided to own it. I put some of my mugs back up. I decided to turn it back into my house again. So my baskets are up. You see, I've got some of my baskets up. Let me turn this around. Yeah, my brother, I really don't know much about my brother's life. I do know that he lived in our parents' house for 3 years, and he died, and he never moved anything that I had put anywhere. I had been cleaning out all the cupboards. Yeah, I love my mugs too. It's been hard to keep my mugs from being used by everybody. Once people moved into the house to drink coffee, and they used my mugs, and they would leave them outside. They would take them in the car and leave them in the bottom of the, you know, they would come back, and some were chipped, some were broken, and they were always dirty, and I just didn't want my mugs to be treated that way. They're very precious to me. They won't be precious in 20 years when I'm gone. Who cares? They were just something Mom liked. But that's okay. It's interesting, as since my brother died, right now I have this thing about the house, which is sort of on my plate. It's not my responsibility, but we never divided up the stuff of my parents. And so there's stuff of all three of ours, all three of us kids. And there's my grandfather's paintings, and there's furniture that's been in the family for generations. I don't have room for any of that stuff. I just realized something. That games table would be a good replacement for this. We have this little picnic table that children use. And there's a games table that you turn it and the sides come out. And you put two chairs by it, and you could have a table there, and the children could sit at that. That would be prettier, but it's a bit higher, so it's not as convenient. That's good for the children at this age. Anyway, I digress. Oh, I heard something upstairs. Was that snow falling on this roof? The snow's going to slide off, but not yet. So what's with this really cold thing? It's really cold here. Negative 17 Celsius. Just think of it as 17 degrees below freezing. 32 take away 17. Actually, you do it. You double it. 17 and 17 is 34. And you subtract it from 32. Which is negative 2 Fahrenheit. That's, or something like that. I don't know. I think negative 40, the scales are the same. Negative 20 Celsius is 0 Fahrenheit. It's very strange. I grew up with Fahrenheit. I came to Canada when I was 22. And it was never cold in Georgia. We never had such a thing as, I know, isn't it weird? Winter when I grew up. No such thing. And I need to go down there and do stuff about the furniture in the house. I have... Oh, my family's getting up. It's time for him to go to school, so I guess I can't keep talking. And there's nowhere else I can really go and still be online. I was going to show you about my basketry book. So I like to take books. I like to go through the books and make everything in it. Through the whole thing.